Hello and welcome to From the Boundary, recorded in a loft in Kent. Let's see what these two idiots have to say this week. Before they start though, I must ask you to follow, like and repost all their amazing social medias. Search From the Boundary on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok for updates and clips.
Are we going?
Yeah, we go.
Hello and welcome back
I feel like we should probably get a screen there so you can see what's happening. So we can. It's like a teleprompter.
Yeah.
A bit like no, Joe Rogan. Who's his bloke that does it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Could do that. Just need like a big screen there so you can see when I press record, and then you don't have to keep asking, "Are we going?"
Anyway, we are From the Boundary and we are back.
Where do we go?
We've
actually managed to do 2 weeks in a row. So
yeah, the idea is we do this every week. So we have disappeared not disappeared.
Yeah, but we record this on a Wednesday, and the episode comes out on a Monday. So in essence, it's only been what is going on?
Well, it's still been 48 hours. We're still back.
Yeah, all right, I'll let you off that. Yeah,
how are you?
Yeah, I'm having I don't know what's going on with my microphone. All of a sudden, like normally it's you.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you through the headphone. Now I'm having problems with that. Yeah, I think I'll fuck it.
Maybe switch them round.
No, can't be.
No, so maybe you have switched them round if that one's not working and this one.
No, because you've got a weird shaped one.
Is it weird shaped? I always thought I had it on a bit of a wonk.
No, it's not that. No, the actual look.
Yeah,
but mine's round. Mine looks like a microphone. Yours looks like a.
It kind of looks like.
Yours looks like a.
Holder. Yeah.
No, it doesn't look like an egg cup holder from this side, mate. It looks like a sperm.
Oh, God.
And you know what's even better? It doesn't get. Hang on. Let's see is that? I don't know if that's going to show on the camera. But it does look a bit sperm-like. And now you've just put it in front of your face.
Well, I've done it in front of my face.
Yeah, but you put it near your mouth. Put the sperm-like thing near your mouth.
Now I'm just feeling really edgy about doing it.
Right, I think. Yeah, fuck it. We'll work it out.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm tired. I've been decorating, which I've just lovingly shown you.
Yeah.
And I've just shown you my fuck up. It was not. That's not my finest, is it? I have had a bit of a stinker there, haven't I?
Yeah. Well, if that's anything to go by, I hope your laptop's fully charged.
Do you know what? That's what I was just checking.
Also,
we are on. It is charging, so we'll be fine.
So it fits in that socket.
Yeah. Right. I was trying to make it look nice by putting the sockets at the bottom of the cabinet. All right. What I didn't take into consideration is that the sockets need a little bit of room for the bottom of the plug, the cable. You know, the bendy bit, so it doesn't get damaged. And now everything's going to have a socket. Either the plug, everything's going to have to be run off USB. And I'm not 100% sure if Skyboxes work off USB yet. That's my next. I need to work that out. Not my finest, but they look nice.
Yeah, it does look good.
It has shown up how piston sealing is.
The amount you've done in a week, yeah, you've done quite a bit.
Yeah, I like to say I've done it.
Yeah.
I've been at work. My mum painted.
To be fair,
They put the curtains up.
As soon as I was like, this looks nice, you're like, yeah, my mum and dad came round last weekend. Like, okay.
It wasn't going to be me, was it? I will turn my hand at anything. I see, do the electrics, not a problem. I don't like plumbing, but I will stop playing with your sperm. I will do it if I need to. For fucking painting does my absolute head. Because you paint and you do one bit and you go, oh, that looks really nice. And then it dries, you go, oh, I fucking missed a bit over there and I missed it. I'm going to have to paint the whole thing again. I think I had this rant last week because I painted the green last week.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Now it's different.
Now it's different. Now I've done great.
It's still ranted about
It does my absolute head in painting.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think I did much this weekend. Oh, I spent 8 hours on Saturday saying I like electrics. I fucking didn't Saturday morning because I spent 8 hours trying to chase around some light sockets because wiring doesn't make sense in old houses. It's easy in a new house.
This isn't that old, is it?
Not this one.
Oh.
No, this is 14 years old.
Yeah.
This one is. The house I was working in was, I think, 1930s. Yeah. And whoever did the electrics, if he's not dead already, if I ever get my fucking hands on him, he will be. Because Christ almighty, I found some stuff that terrified me to my core. And it also makes me wonder how I managed to get the light. It was one of them where I was chasing out with these lights because everything's two-way switching. No, nothing seemed to have power, even when I turned the breaker on. And then the more I chased it out, or I was checking cables, I was going, this just isn't making any fucking... At least I had like a bundle of like 8 cables just coming through the wall going, they don't seem to go anywhere. And then basically what happened is I lucked out and found 4 of them and went,
don't know how I did it, but I've done it. So.
It was like that. And it was literally like, that light's just come on. How the fuck did I just do that? Right.
I'll just do the same thing again if I remember.
And basically, that's essentially what I did, was just went along the like, that light's on. Right, let's see if I can get that light on. Nope, but that one's come on. That's not what... That's a turn up for the book. I've got one of them.
Get a spreadsheet out and like...
The amount of drawings that I had it drawn on the floor. There's a bit of cardboard on the floor where they've been doing the tiling. So I had that and I'm like, fucking switch there and there's a light there. And then I've got it on a bit of paper and I'm going, right, well, that's going over there. And that's that number 4. That fucking bollocks now. Number 4 doesn't go around there. Number 4 is coming out over there. Oh, fuck, no, that's not number 4. I hate. There was a moment where I went, I don't want to do electrics anymore.
Oh, God.
I want to do other things because electrics is doing my tits in. Other than that, lovely weekend.
I can't remember what I did at the weekend. I've had quite a busy week because my parents have gone away, which is kind of good practice for living with my brother in a flat. As in, it's quite funny because my mum went away and she seems to have this thing where it's like a very parent thing. It seems to forget that you're actually a grown up and can do stuff. It's just like, you have to remember to cook for yourself. It's like, well, yes, I'm going to get hungry. I'm going to cook food.
Pot noodle.
Baked beans on toast. Put the bins out. It's like, right, okay. Put down a list. I was like, I could have just Googled the county council and just, like, it wouldn't have taken me 2 seconds to do it that way.
Yeah, but what would have happened, Tom, is you would have Googled it the day after. Everyone else has put their bins out. I wonder what.
And also, I'd have noticed that if other people, although I don't really live on a residential street. So.
I was going to say, you live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. So.
It takes you 4 minutes to get to your neighbour's house. By that time, you're not turning round to go, oh, bollocks. Yeah. If I get to the end of the road and I've forgotten my wallet, I'm like, oh, bollocks, I'll go without my wallet today. You are not turning round if you get to your neighbour's house and go, oh, yeah, I'll probably just go around there. I can't be asked.
Anyway, I have successfully put the bins out. It was brown on Monday and blue in the food bin yesterday. So...
Hang on, you get all your bins done up?
Yeah, it's on the same. No, there's 3 bins in the food bin.
Well, back a sec. You've got 3 bins?
Yeah.
You posh bastard. How have you...
One's compost, I think.
Why have you got 3 bins?
I don't know. 4 bins with the food bin, but I don't know.
I've got non-recycling and recycling, and they take one of them a week.
Well, when
I just fill up one of them. I don't actually do the recycling. If they take my recycling bin, for the next week I fill up the non-recycling. When they take that one, I start on the recycling. And I'm like, I don't want a bit rubbish in there for 2 weeks.
Nah. Yeah, but anyway, I've done those, so remember to do those.
I did see your Instagram story about your cat.
Getting outsmarted by the cat again.
Yep.
Also...
I mean, come on, let's not be harsh. Most cats would have outsmarted you. Let's not just put it down to one.
One very aging cat. He also, how do I put this delicately? He has an issue with his stomach at the moment, which has been quite eventful.
I've got some nappies.
The first thing I had to do this morning was put the carpet in the living room through the wash.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't think it would smell that much, but it did.
It does.
Yeah.
I think there is a different level, animals and babies. Just, yeah, no, it's ranted, isn't it?
Yeah, so...
It's practice for like, parenthood. Because trust me, the first 6 to 8 months of it, you'll be going...
Yeah, so I had to do that this morning. Yeah, I actually managed to put the washing machine on a few times. Managed to do the dishwasher. Managed to wash some stuff. I managed to cook.
I'm hoping that these are appliances and you've not got someone that comes and does your dishes from the fact you just went, I do dishwasher. You're that posh that there is.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Someone called him dishwasher. Don't know his actual name, but he does the dishes, so we call him dishwasher.
Dishes man.
I've even actually, because my brother's been working, so I picked him up before I came here.
Hang on, the way you just went. Actually, is this going to surprise me, or is this going to be one of these where I go, yeah, welcome to adulthood?
It's not really a flex, but it's. I think it is kind of in a way that it's organised, but it's not a flex like what I've done. Basically, I have cooked 2 sets of pasta, so he's now got his dinner.
So you've cooked 2 sets of pasta, which means all of Kent have got enough pasta. You cannot cook pasta. No one, and this isn't just you. I mean, no one on this God's green earth, even the Italians can't do it. Cannot cook pasta to the right quantity.
No.
You either have 1,000,001 bits of pasta that you've not got any sauce for, or it looks like little men drowning because you've got 4 gallons of sauce and 2 bits of tortellini.
My brother did ask me when I picked him up from work and we got home. He was like, "Where's the rest of the pesto?" I was like,
that was
bowl.
So all right, don't need to. You wait. How long are they parents gonna wait for a week?
Till Friday, yeah.
So when they tomorrow, what's for dinner? Ooh, my favourite, pasta again.
I don't know what I've got to go into work, unfortunately.
But then, did you ever have? Well, you're probably different because you're posh. But my mum used to do rice pudding.
Established I'm not posh last week, and now you've gone back to this whole posh thing.
No, we're sticking with you posh. One of us has got to be posh on this podcast. Have you not seen Help? I texted my boss. It's one northerner and one posh person. How good's your northern accent?
No, I'm not right.
Yeah, exactly. You can be the posh one then.
How good's your northern accent?
Better than yours. Better than my posh one.
I've lived up there, but I wouldn't try to do it.
No, I was going to. No. But did your mum and dad, or mum, ever do? You know, when she used to be like, "Oh, I fancy rice pudding," and so she'd do rice pudding for a dessert for one meal, and then you'd be having it for the next 6 to 8 working days because no one can do rice quantities properly. Even, the only people that I think can actually get, and I think it's a skill, the only people that seem to be able to get rice quantities right is Indian takeaway people.
Yeah.
Not even Chinese. Chinese, if you get egg fried rice from a Chinese, there's always too much rice for what you've got. The Indian takeaways, and you're a master of these, you're the Indian connoisseur after chasing him.
I wonder what the reference to. I don't have that many takeaways. What are you on about there?
You're the korma connoisseur, are you not?
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
But they get it right. No one else can get it right.
No. I didn't really like rice pudding because basically I had it at school.
Yeah, the school one always used to taste
so
horrible, didn't it?
Like, that's one thing. And as you sort of growing up, like that's something I don't like, and then had it at home. I was like,
no, I really don't like it.
no, I was like, this is different to the thing that I had at school, so I do.
Yeah, but
I don't love it, but I eat it.
Is that not like? You won't have gone through this, but you know when you go through, you get to the stage where you have to think of like kids' names, and you go, "Oh, I really like that name." Or like the one that always comes into my head is, "Oh, I really like Jonathan," and I'm like, no, because there was an absolute knobhead at school called Jonathan, and there's not a hope in hell I'm calling my kid that. Yeah, no, and that's the same. It's rice pudding. Semolina. Have you ever had semolina?
No.
That's the poor person's rice pudding.
Right.
Yeah. You wouldn't have had it.
Right. Let's talk about some cricket then.
Is that you? It's been a bit of a boring week, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I did decorating, you did work.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I appear to be eating my beard today.
Did some grown up stuff.
You did grown up stuff. That means that you did stuff on the house. And no, hang on. How long has it been since you made the offer or had the offer accepted? 4 weeks, 5 weeks?
No, it'll be longer than that. It's probably a couple of months now.
What, you had the offer accepted?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're still in the boring stage waiting for the conveyance?
Yeah. I need to look tomorrow morning just to check that there's no update. I don't think there's anything for me to do. It's just sitting and waiting.
You're waiting for the structural engineer to walk in and go up to the wall and go, The wall that.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's the door.
We went and viewed it again. Was that 2 weeks ago? And
Like,
it's
yeah.
basically like, yeah, this is the bit that's going to take the longest. Great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. It's horrible.
Not really. I wouldn't say it's horrible. It's just a bit annoying because it's kind of like, especially when there's been bits where like we missed something out, and they've sort of come back to it. I've got that feeling in my head that I've missed something, but I haven't. It's just
Yeah, but it's not exactly like they could turn around and go, yeah, the roof's falling in.
Yeah.
Because if you'd notice, wouldn't you? If the fucking roof did, because have you got people above you? Or are you top floor?
We're not top floor, but I don't think they're directly above us.
Yeah, but
So we
you'd
have
kind
people
of
above
notice,
us.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If there was a footmark in the ceiling and go, I reckon that roof might be fucked, mate. You don't need a like, what exactly is what they call a conveyance person. What are they going to notice in a flat? Realistically, they're going to walk in and go, the door, there's a window. The rest of the building hasn't fallen. Like, it's not. So, I can understand for this, but there might be something specific to this house. Like there could be a sinkhole in my garden that I missed when I fucking came and viewed it, and that would be specific to this house and this house only. So that makes sense to get a survey done on this. But your block of flats has got what, 9, 10 flats in it?
Yeah, I've got a few. Yeah.
Right, what they can do, look outside and go, there's a crack in that, but it's on the flat 2 below you.
Yeah.
So what I think is, that's going to take about 10 grand for you to repair, but it's not your flat and it's not your building.
No.
Surely they just must go, the lock works. There you go. That's all he needs.
Funny enough, talk about sinkholes. I had to do something. This is when I was doing sort of work for news bits in COVID. Around one street, there was sinkholes appearing, and people started emailing in because we'd highlighted the fact there were sinkholes in the road, saying, "Please stop. You're decreasing the value of the house." I was like, well, yeah, there's a fucking sinkhole in the road. But then I got so many emails from people just being like, "You're highlighting the fact there's a sinkhole in the road. Please stop. We've bought the house and, you know..."
Hang on. So there's people going, I was just going to put an offer on that house, but now he said that, I'm not sure. Fucking...
Yeah.
Really?
It was pretty mad. And then it's basically got to the point where it's like, you've done nothing wrong, but this is one of our bosses. Like, every email you get, every complaint you get, you have to forward it to me. So I reckon there's probably about 80 odd houses in the...
You fucking idiots. Why are you emailing us?
Yeah.
Why not email someone who can fucking do something about it?
So I reckon there's about 80 odd houses in that street, and I would guess that because I had probably about 80 complaints.
Oh, hang on, there might have been 40 and it was husband and wife both emailing in.
Yeah, that's true.
But then, Derek, you've emailed. Right, I won't email them then. I don't know why, whenever I do that, I always play the woman. I've just noticed, whenever I play like a little sketch out for things that happen in our life, a husband and wife or a couple, I always play the woman. I need to look at myself. I'm having a bit of mid-podcast reflection. Why do I do that?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I didn't even know she did it, but yeah, it's a bit weird.
But now I've said it, you've noticed it. It's always Derek, Dave.
Yeah.
I need to move on for another letter as well. I'm running out of D names. Derek, Dave, Dylan. I'm out. We have to go to another name.
Dick, but that's Richard, really, isn't it? I don't think you get that many dicks.
Depends how good I am at acting. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, for fuck. Let's talk cricket before I get myself in more trouble.
So what we're going to talk about this week?
Well, I thought I texted you in mild panic about 2 hours ago going, we're not going to have anything to talk about. We've not, like the one day series is done, bit of a washout. Well, no, a lot of a washout, bit of a drab way to end the series. And then you went, well, don't forget Pakistan starts on Monday. And don't forget,
Hampshire.
We'll start with Hampshire because it's a topic that we've covered before. So, would you want to say the news?
I can't remember the franchise. It's
It
Capitals,
is.
isn't
It is the GWR group have completed a takeover of 51% of Hampshire Cricket Club.
I didn't realise I hadn't bought it outright.
Nope, they have bought 51%, which now means that Hampshire are under the umbrella of the Capitals group. So that is the Delhi Capitals, Dubai Capitals, and Pretoria. And I did have a quick look. They have actually bought some football teams, and there's like a kabaddi team as well that they own.
Okay.
Which I did then have to look up what kabaddi was. But
Oh, did you not play kabaddi at school?
no,
Yeah, we played kabaddi at school.
what is it?
It kind of
Oh,
like,
hang on. Is that the one where you have to go in like a semicircle and you have to like? It's like an extreme. It's like tag meets rugby.
Yeah, but you have to like keep shouting kabaddi as you play it.
Oh, maybe I didn't do it then.
That was good.
It is the one where it's like a semicircle and you have to tag someone and then
Yeah.
they have to stop. They have to stop you. You have to get back to somewhere.
Yeah, I think you have to get back to where
I think I maybe did play it, but then I went to a rugby school, so I probably would have just got pummeled.
Rugby got cancelled for some reason.
Probably because it would have hurt.
Yeah.
Hang on, am I right? Oh no, maybe I'm thinking of different. No, I'm thinking of something else.
That's quite big in
Yeah, India.
Yeah.
That's where it said. I looked on Wikipedia, and now you've just unlocked a school memory that I might have played it.
I remember playing that at school. But, yeah. Anyway, cricket.
Yes, so they are now under that, and they have. At the moment, there is no agreement for the Southern Brave, which is obviously based out of Hampshire, but they have proposed that they will buy the 51% that is ECB control. No, Hampshire controlled from the ECB if the ECB agree to external income, finance, whatever it is. So we're going to see Hampshire Capitals.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see like how it plays out. I don't really see them going in and just spending an absolute bucket load of money on all formats of it.
No, because they're not going to be able to. I don't think they're going to be able to tempt the. I looked at the Delhi. Yeah, it's Delhi Capitals. For some reason, because Delhi in former iteration of IPL was Delhi Daredevils.
Yeah.
So I keep going for a C, which is Chennai. And I go, no, Chennai too. Yeah. But if you look at the Delhi Capital squad, I think Rishabh Pant's in it.
Yeah.
It's going to be these people that go and play in the Blast.
As long as it fits, I think. Yeah. Or
Well,
I suppose the alternative is they use it as kind of like a development type thing.
yeah, but the problem with that is if Delhi Capitals is the marquee bit. That's the first team, should we say? And you're going to use Hampshire. There's certain limitations on the amount of overseas players you can have.
Yeah, but or even English players. Well, I don't think an English player would go as a.
Shall we have a look? Let's have a.
But
so I'll put it on the screen.
You can only have 2 overseas players for the. Well, you can have more than 2 players. You can only have 2 players in the side.
Delhi Capitals. Right, let's have a look. The Delhi Capitals.
I always do that where you go to put your elbow against it and completely miss.
It's not like we're filming this or anything, is it? That's right. So at the moment, the Delhi. Oh, for fuck's sake. Apologies, I got a Facebook notification. Right, let's have a look. Am I being thick? Have I gone past the squad? Captains, players.
It's not got the full. I suppose maybe because it's not the 25 season yet.
Yeah. They might have taken it off. Oh, current squad. No, current squad. There is. Oh. Okay. Right. Let's have a look at that. T24. So in the last squad. Why can I not just have a look at who was in who?
That's just a full list of IPL players. That's not even the.
I know I've done it wrong. You don't need to tell me. Rovman. I'm just going to go by this. No. IPL 2020. Harry Brook. Delhi Capitals. This is quality. Tristan Stubbs. Ricky Boo,
Never heard of it.
Kuma Kushanga, Rashik, Rasik Dar. I'm struggling here. I'm not gonna lie. But the problem is that the auction's due. Is it next week?
Mm.
So let's pretend that we knew Harry Brook was at the Delhi Capitals, but then didn't he withdrew? Didn't he?
Yeah. Was that around?
That was before.
Yeah.
He pulled out the whole thing, didn't he? And actually, we'll come back to Hampshire. Did you see the new rule change on the IPL?
No.
Players who make themselves available for the auction, players who are subsequently sold at the auction, if they then pull out and don't play in the whole thing,
I think I know what you're going to say.
they're banned for 3 years from entering the auction
I
again.
didn't think you were going to say that. Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
So someone like Harry,
something like they have to pay the money back.
no. So someone like Harry, no, because they're just on year-by-year contracts, aren't they?
Yeah.
Someone like Harry Brook, who went for a lot of money, then couldn't be auctioned off again for 3 years, or couldn't enter the auction for 3 years. But back to the Hampshire thing. Are we going to see Hampshire Capitals in the T20 Blast?
Probably at some point. It'll be interesting.
What are they at the moment? Are they just Hampshire? Hampshire Hurricane? No. They just Hampshire.
I'm pretty sure they have some sort of name because virtually all the South had a name, and unless they were one of the ones that didn't, and then most of the North didn't.
Hampshire Hearts?
Maybe they are just Hampshire. Maybe they're one of the few that didn't have a name.
Hampshire.
Hampshire Hawks.
Hawks. There we go. So they're going to become the Hampshire Capitals. New badge. Playing blue and red.
Hampshire Capital Hawks.
Do you think this is going to open the door? Is this the Capital Group jumping the gun, expecting for the money to become requested for the 100 and the Southern Brave, or is this now going to open the floodgates for others like the Super King Group, the Indian Group? I think there's another one that's based out of the Caribbean. Is this now opening the door for others to go? Is it taken for one of these groups to go, right, this is what we're going to do to now open the floodgates? Or do you think others are going to wait for the ECB to go, yep, we want external investment in the 100, give us an offer? Or with Hampshire going in, I think is it something like they're willing, if I might have the numbers wrong, but I think it's something like 3 million they've paid so far.
That's not really that much when you compare it to like football.
Yeah, but we are talking about cricket.
I know, but it's not actually that much really in comparison. But it's probably in comparison to what they have to pay for an IPL team. It's probably nothing.
Yeah, well, yeah, but if they did, so if they've, I think they've paid £3 million for Hampshire, and if the ECB, they have an agreement that they will pay a further 2.5 million for 51% of the Southern Brave. Is that number going to go up if the ECB go, we want external investment?
Essentially. I don't really think it's like a whole Rowan Abramovich thing of like, this is the first of many big money sort of owners in cricket. I don't really see that.
Yeah, I can't see many of them being tempted by like Glamorgan or Kent, can you?
No. Maybe.
No, they're not going to be tempted by Kent.
No, I was going to say maybe somewhere like Morgan, because obviously a bit
Welsh
like
Fire.
I think
Yeah.
whether you kind of do something with Wrexham and have some kind of Hollywoody sort of link potentially.
Well, it's the IPL, it would be Bollywood.
Yeah, or no, but it could be like Hollywood meets Bollywood type thing. It could be.
Oh, nearly, yeah.
Don't do the accent.
I won't. Welcome to Rajasthan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other one, the Royals. That's the other one I was thinking of, the Royals group.
So yeah, I don't really see. I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I don't think it'll take over cricket. I don't think Hampshire all of a sudden they're going to be competing with Surrey.
No, because I don't think. Let's be brutally honest. They're saying the right things, but they're not going to be interested in the county game, are they?
Probably not. No, I wouldn't be that. And I would probably very much doubt they'll be interested in the One Day Cup either. They probably don't really.
They're going after the blast, aren't they? And they're going. No, let's be honest. They're going after the 100.
Yeah, they're going
That's
after
that's the
blast
money
100.
maker, isn't it? The 100.
Yeah, and potentially they've got their own ideas around, the rest of it. Whether they would with the One Day Cup and the County Championship, they might have their own ideas about how to sort of revamp it, or maybe scrap it and put something else there.
Or scrap the 100 and just make the blast. Something we've discussed before. Scrap the fucking 100 and make the T20 blast decent.
They might have their own idea, but I don't think actually realistically they're going to do it on their own.
One takeover's not going to be enough.
I don't really see. Yeah, like you say, I don't really see sort of too many of the county sides being. It's going
to be the ones that are attached to the 100 teams, isn't it? It's your likes of.
But then Surrey would be quite expensive. I don't necessarily know much about Surrey's ownership. But I wouldn't have thought they'd particularly that interested in selling right now. Because why would you?
3 championship, yeah, you're on a high. Unless someone came in, and it's going to be one of the big hitters. Not saying that the Capital Group aren't, but you're talking the Super Kings, the Indians, the Royals. One of them big hitters that are consistently up the top of the IPL, coming in and going, we can afford. Because let's be honest, you're paying for the county, but the cash cow is the 100 team, isn't it?
Yeah, I could see someone buying Middlesex because you got Lords and you've got London Spirit. I could see that.
Well,
the
teams allocated to the 100 are Glamorgan for Welsh Fire, Nottinghamshire for the Trent Rockets.
Again, I don't really.
It's a test ground, isn't it? That might be more appealing. Northern Superchargers? No. Yeah, Northern Superchargers are Durham, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh no, are they Durham or Yorkshire?
Durham, I think. Although I feel like Lancashire and Yorkshire both have them.
Lancashire is Manchester Originals.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. I can't remember. The Northern Leeds. No, Trent Rockets. Oh, we're doing badly here.
Anyway,
but you got Birmingham Phoenix.
I can see somewhere like Middlesex.
But Worcester.
It's in the Midlands somewhere, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you've got Birmingham Phoenix, and you got. Let's be honest, it's going to be a tempting price. You're not going to get sucked. True. Surrey is going to be like trying to sign. Yeah. It's like trying to buy Real Madrid on it at the moment. Yeah. Where if you buy Worcester, you're signing Plymouth.
Yeah, and trying to make them into
the Galacticos.
Well, you try to make them into like an Ipswich, aren't you? On the top table, it's like on the top table in the top tier.
Do you think there is? We're not going to know. I mean, no one's going to know.
Let's not bother answering then.
All right, fair enough.
Short podcast, bye.
See you later. Tom don't want to do it. Do you think there is a temptation for them to go? Yeah, the 100's the money maker, but there is still the appeal. For all the pomp and ceremony that there is about winning finals day and the blast and the 100, the headlines this summer are going to be Surrey winning the county championship for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
Do you think that plays a part? Or do you think it is a case of they've gone, yeah, well, we have to. It's a bit like taking your younger brother to Alton Towers. Yeah, I really want to go on those rides, but we're going to have to do the spinning teacups for him. The analogy's thrown you, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting because I don't think it's going to completely. I don't think one franchise doing it's going to completely sort of It's not going to change yet, but it'll be interesting to see, what they do and if they have some element of success. Hampshire County Championship Division 2. Okay.
Oh, I think they finished with Did Kent play them this year, didn't they? Oh, they played them in the blast, didn't they?
Yeah.
They probably are. We'll be playing them next year.
Yeah.
So we're going to get fucking well there, aren't we?
Well, but it'll be interesting. I think it'll it'll be very much a case of sit and wait and see, what their plans are, and then whether anyone else sort of gets involved, and then potentially it could really sort of, because it probably does need a bit of,
jiggery pokery.
yeah, because I don't see the point in the 100 and the blast. You see counties like Kent as an example, the kind of bottom of the county championship Division 1, as soon as pretty much as soon as the game's finished, it's like, well, they've done the whole match report and reaction to the defeat, and pretty much straight away, like before it's even on to the next day, it's like, well, anyway, T20 Blast is back on Friday. Who's got the tickets? So that's definitely like the main thing that people are focusing on now. I feel like non-test counties are probably becoming more and more desperate. Maybe is too strong a word, but the
gap is getting wider, isn't it?
They're kind of like, we need to do something to catch them up somehow, which I don't really know how they're going to do that without support. But maybe just make them slightly more attractive for. And I suppose the ground like Kent is definitely used for women's games. I suppose somewhere like Hampshire is probably used for women's games and Lions games. So and you can maybe after a while you can keep sort of bidding and petitioning, and after a while you might get somewhere in terms of. And obviously, if the team's being successful, that would.
Well, yeah, obviously the success of the team is the main thing, isn't it? That's what they've bought them. I've cut the back of my hand. That's the main thing that they're going for, isn't it? Is that if they can, like that Wrexham moment, like you said, isn't it? It's the Wrexham moment.
But no one else in the style that they have has really tried to follow suit in terms of ownership. There's no like.
Well, this is what I was asking. Is this now going to open the floodgates?
Like Wrexham
and Wrexham.
Wrexham has been a success, but not enough of a success for anyone else within that industry to turn around and go.
I think not. You've got Tom Brady at Birmingham. You've got they've just had. Oh, no, it was Wrexham, wasn't it? It's Wrexham, Birmingham that's just been on. Tom Brady's in at Birmingham. I'm out.
Yeah. I don't think it hasn't exactly like all of a sudden the whole of Hollywood's gone. I know it would be a cool thing to do, buy a football club. And to be fair, it wasn't really. It doesn't really sound like it was.
Yeah, but
Ryan Reynolds' idea. It was
Rob McKellar.
It was his, and he's kind of like, I need a big name to help me sell this, and got Ryan Reynolds.
But is it a? And this is I'm probably not going to cover myself in glory here on my knowledge of America. But is it that case of risk and reward? Because you take someone like Tom Brady, just bought Birmingham for X amount.
Is he the outright owner?
I think him and Michael B. Jordan, people I think. But you look at what Tom Brady earned over his career. So let's say that he's worth £400 million. I don't know, I could be well out, but for argument's sake, £400 million is your life. That's your life savings. That's for argument's sake. Yeah. It's not getting you Old Trafford, is it? It's not getting you Man United. It's not getting you Man City. No. Is that the problem? That I mean, what did he 1.9 billion Jim Ratcliffe paid for 27% of Man United?
Yeah.
If you've got £400 million, you're not bidding at the top table, are you? No. And is that to come back to the cricket, because we are a cricketing podcast, I don't know if you've noticed. Is that going to potentially be the issue in the likes of your Surrey, your Somerset, your other team, Essex, Middlesex? They're just going to be too expensive for.
Yeah, possibly. I feel like Wrexham has been a success, and they could probably set up now, and it would have been a profitable sort of thing to have done. Obviously, it's a lot of time and money over those few years. I don't know what they bought Wrexham for. I don't think it was one of those where it's like the club's about to go bust for quid.
No.
It wasn't quite.
It wasn't on its arse, was it?
There wasn't a lot of money money though, was it? 'Cause it was a supporters group. It wasn't.
Yeah, no, they
closed.
were buying from the fans essentially.
So, but if they were to sell now, all that money they've spent, the fact they've got back-to-back promotions in there, and they're playing a few divisions higher, they probably would have made some money on it.
Oh yeah, they've definitely made some money.
So potentially, if you look at like a Hampshire, if you can sort of do something in a way to get them competing in, the last sort of latter stages regularly, and sort of in Division 1, and then sort of towards maybe not even top of Division 1, but like where Essex are in the sort of in the conversation sort of thing. And then that would then sort of justify sort of then they could, not saying they would, but then they could sell and it would be a profit.
Sorry, I itched my shoulder and I itched on the soft spot. Just in case you thought I was having a stroke or something.
So yeah, you could. So potentially that's like where it is. I think the issue you're probably going to have is they're sort of going to rock up and they're going to turn up and they're going to be like, right, T20 Blast's 100, and then someone's going to go, okay, so what are your plans for the county championship? 4-day stuff. They're going to, and then they will have sort of an idea, but they'll be a bit like,
what do you mean this 4-day stuff?
Yeah, they will have done their research.
I was going to say, because most of them probably own a state team anyway, don't they?
They'll probably be a bit like, we'll just sort of see how that one goes, kind of thing. And then with the one-day cup, like, well, what do you do with it now? Oh, you do that, do you? Does it work? Oh, not really. Well, maybe we'll look at it next year and just see how it goes, sort of thing. But I think that's going to be the challenge. Is like, for financial sake, you need T20 Blast and the 100, or potentially like merge them and have one. But I think for reputation's sake, you do need also to be doing well in the county championship.
Yeah.
But they might not fully understand that yet until they start.
We might be doing them a massive disservice, and we might just watch them do an absolute Man City.
Yeah, possibly.
And then with everything we've just spoken about for the last 20 minutes, it's been a big waste of time. Sounds normal for us, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I can't see that. Surrey would be an attractive club,
but
I don't think they'll afford them. Essex would be an attractive club. I don't think a franchise could afford. Well, I mean,
I realistically don't think the top 3 of Division 1 are affordable. Or, no, not affordable. Affordable is the wrong word, because the money that... they can just throw money, but financially viable.
Yeah.
I'm thinking teams like Lancashire, probably.
Yeah.
Got nice stadium, assets. They are still a test.
Even Yorkshire this time last
Yorkshire.
year, they potentially could bounce. They could go straight down next year. Obviously, it's a lot of ifs and buts, but if they were to go straight back down, Division 2 side.
I don't want to bring there might be issues regarding Yorkshire.
Oh yeah.
Just with I don't want to stereotype, but the group of people that have just bought Hampshire probably not interested in buying Yorkshire at this exact moment, especially considering half the people came back to the club. They might just have that little bit of reservation, so we say.
But I don't think there's many clubs where it's like, I don't really see when there's all these clubs in London, your Middlesexes and teams like that. I don't really see them going for a Kent. I don't really see them going for
Sussex. Sussex might be.
No, Sussex possibly. I don't really see them going for. They'll probably go for one of Warwickshire, Worcestershire, or Leicestershire.
It's not going to be Leicestershire, is it? What's the first thing we've got to do? Probably take fish out the fucking stadium again because it's underwater. It's not going to be Leicestershire, is it?
Well, no, but then maybe there is an opportunity. Maybe that's what they're looking for, like more of the opportunity that's there. So.
Can you imagine pick
up the picture. We'll take it to one of our other grounds in India. Oh, look, it's no longer underwater.
There is that. It's now very, very, very fucking dry.
Yeah.
Turning up, is it New Road?
Yeah.
Doing. What happened there? It's that Indian pitch. No, what was I going to say? I drive past the Oval quite regularly for work.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they just did like an Indian... I mean, they're like 120,000 seat stadiums.
Yeah.
That'd be massive. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That was my attempt at the.
I've been to one IPL game and it was just like,
Have you?
yeah, it was Pune Warriors, which is now
No, no longer there.
no, yeah.
It looks chaos
Yeah.
on the television. It just looks pure. It's like the kind of like when I've gone to Old Trafford and it's a big game and you go, oh, I don't want to go for a wee because the queue's going to be the queue never is less than 15 minutes.
Yeah. It was Pune Warriors against. I'm gonna say Kings 11.
Punjab.
Yeah. Adam Gilchrist and Raul Dravid were in the Kings 11 side, and Pune were 100 all out. And Adam Gilchrist and Raul Dravid did not take very long.
I bet they fucking didn't.
This is about 11, so 20 over. 20,
A 40 over game.
40 over game. So about 30-ish overs of it, because basically that was that really. So,
but it just looks absolute.
Yeah,
amazing. Like
I remember, the first thing was going in. I had like a bag, like a carrier bag. I don't know what had it, but it was basically full of rubbish. I was like, well, when I get to the ground, I'll just chuck it in a bin. There's gonna be loads of bins around. There's
no bins.
No bins. There's nothing around at all. So I had to hold on to that. So I was thinking, well, I'm going to find somewhere to just, in the end, I just left it somewhere. Don't do that, kids.
Don't do drugs, kid.
And then also, so they said about, like, don't have your wallet, have, like, a bum baggy type thing, sort of carrier thing.
Oh, is that where that craze has come from in Ibiza?
Yeah, probably.
So I didn't realise that. All those absolute smackheads are actually cricket fans.
Yeah, possibly.
Right.
And so they were like, because
that's going to get clipped, isn't it?
Someone.
That's going to get clipped. I just realised all them smackheads are cricket fans. Please don't clip that, anyone.
Then they were like, someone will try to mug you. I was like, but if someone tries to mug me,
you should not do something about it. Can you not do something about these muggers?
But they said like there's just going to be so many people in the ground that sort of local-ish people that's kind of what they sort of where they sort of target, I guess, kind of thing. It's like someone is going to try and do that to you.
And you must have stood out like a fucking snowflake on
it was like a university cricket tour, so there was about 12 of us, and like
Hang on. Wait, can we just? Yeah, I'm going to put a pin in that. We're coming back to that bit. Oh, keep going.
And then basically, I was like, well, if someone tries to mug me, they're not going to get very far because A, I've got it on, like I'm wearing it, and B, I made sure that I had sort of my hand in it as well, so that basically, if anyone tried nicking it, I ended up holding hands with some random Indian bloke at one point. He tried. Even though my hand was in it.
He tried putting his hand into...
Yeah,
oh, you should have just held on to you. Right.
We pretty much ended up holding hands. It was a bit like... but at the time I was sort of going to the toilet and I was a bit like, sort of trying to get there while there wasn't, like you say, like a really long queue. And then...
Was it a case of he, like, a pickpocket or...
Yeah, my hand was pretty much there.
Can I just say, when you said mugging, I was thinking they go, right, you wear this because that will stop it. If someone's mugging you with a machete,
no.
Like that's not stuff. Oh no, I'll come at you with a machete. I'm not going to do the accent. Come at you with a machete and you go in a bum bag and they go, oh, never mind. Damn it, I'm beaten again.
No, I meant pickpocket, not mugger. But they sort of they'll try it. Even though my hand was actually physically there, I'm still like, I'll give it a go. And then there's sort of this weird moment where I was kind of like, I was sort of.
Are you sure he was a pickpocket and not just? This might be why your love life. You're not seeing signs, are you? Maybe he just really fancied you. I was just trying to get your attention.
But then it's
he's not denying it.
I didn't really look at him that much. I just know that his hand was trying to go into.
Hang on, how old were you? University.
Yeah, early 20s.
Oh, that's all right. He's not in trouble.
I don't know how old he was. All I know is that all I know about him really.
He had soft hands. He was a tender lover.
But yeah, basically I was like, well, because I was sort of going to the toilet, I was like, well, something's on me, but I'm just going to get it off me. But it was only really once I got to the toilet, I was like,
It had rings on.
Yeah, that was actually someone's hand. That wasn't like someone sort of bumped. And I was sort of in a bit where you're not really busy. So it wasn't like, oh, you have to bump into someone because you're crowded. It was actually, I was sort of, the crowd was here and I'm here. So it's like, yeah, he's not happy.
He targeted you, white boy.
Yeah. So,
Right, now can we just... I'm just going to take the pin out of what I stuck there in. You went on a university cricket tour to India.
have I not told you that? The cricket?
No.
That's
It's taken week 24.
Do you want to go through all 3 years?
No.
Yeah.
Did you go there 3
No,
times?
not India 3 times.
I was going to say.
India was one of the years.
Hang on, what?
We had 3 cricket tours in 3 years.
Why did we not do a podcast about that?
We can do if you want.
No. Change my mind. So you went to India?
So India was basically, we didn't even pay for India.
What do you mean you didn't pay for India?
We didn't pay.
They were that amazed. Like, Carlisle University have come to us.
That was East London.
Well, they probably thought you were something to do with fucking Surrey then, didn't they?
No, so what it was.
What it was?
We half of it was international bursary because you could use that once every 4 or 5 years on like a tour, a sports tour, to culturally, basically represent the university, that kind of thing, and that was sort of how it was sold.
Are you trying to tell me where did you go in India? I'm assuming Punjab or
No, Mumbai and Pune.
So there's kids walking around in Pune with University of East London leavers, whatever year on the back with your name on it.
That was first year, but yeah, potentially some of the people were in there last year, so that might have been. And then the second bit, which was a rather stroke of good fortune, was, and I really should have stayed in contact with this fella. Sahara, as in like F1 team.
Used to Tony. Was it Tony Fernandez? Yeah, Tony Fernandez. Yeah.
Essentially the Indian equivalent of Adidas sort of thing.
Oh, is that what it? Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. The big owner's nephew was at the university and decided it would be a good idea to for us to do the cricket tour. And he was like, "How much can the university fund?" 50%. I'll speak to my uncle. Yeah, that was another 48% of it, and yeah, we paid for the kit. That was pretty much it.
£4.50.
It was about,
as long as you bought it through Sahara, was it?
No, it had to be university kits. It was about 100-ish, 80 quid or something.
But you said, how long did you go for?
For a week in India, and that's all
you paid £180. Why did I not go to apart from I was too thick? But why did I not go to university?
And the other tours we had to pay for, but they were quite good too.
Where else did you go?
Amsterdam, which was quite good.
For cricket? You went to Amsterdam for cricket?
And that one we weren't. There's some weird rules around, like if you're a sports club, and because we'd flown to 2 different destinations in 2 years, the third year we couldn't fly, so it's basically like where can you get to with a minibus?
Wales.
No, but actually, yeah, Amsterdam was good for.
But hang on, you went to Amsterdam. I'm sorry. You went to Amsterdam for cricket.
Yeah.
That was a fucking Jolly Boys, and I'm not letting you believe. You're never going to believe me. It wasn't. No, believe me. Otherwise, that it wasn't.
Yeah.
That was a fucking Jolly Boys, wasn't it?
It was a good few days.
I bet it was.
That wasn't the whole week. That was only like a long weekend. That one.
That's more than enough time to do some damage in Amsterdam.
Yeah. One of the nights,
fuck. Is this going to get us cancelled?
No. One of the nights we stayed in a hostel, so I went to. We had quite a lot to drink, and I sort of woke up in the night. I was like, "Whoa, I need the toilet," and I was sort of.
Is this like your cat this morning, or are we talking like a week?
No, we're talking now more of this sort of area. I was like, I need to go to the toilet.
Oh, you need to throw up.
Yeah.
Ah.
And anyway, I put 2 pairs of sort of blue jeans to the side. One had the key to get back in my pocket, but like in my rush, I was just like, I picked up a pair of jeans and then I went to the toilets, which was like a sort of a like
communal,
communal thing. And then I was like, I needed the other jeans. So at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I think we had 2 hostels between the 12 of us, hostel rooms, and I was like knocking on the door. No, they're not going to let me in. So I ended up sleeping in the toilet basically that because I put the jeans on. There's a wrong
Absolute
jean.
fucking idiot.
And then I couldn't get back in because everyone was asleep. And then I was just waiting for someone to have the same thought that I had. Like,
What? You're stood by the door going, come on, someone else needs to throw up. If someone else throws up, I can get in there.
Exactly, pretty much.
Your turn, dickhead.
And then after about an hour, I was like, you know what, I give up. I just slept on the floor, which is not that long a sleep. But yeah,
I bet it fucking wasn't. I'm still trying to get my head around going to that was just a Jolly Boys outing.
I actually took wickets on these cricket tours.
No, now I know you're lying. Now I know you're lying.
Generally took wickets. I took.
If you say more than 5,
Oh no.
I was going to say I know you're lying.
I took a. You went. I was going to say someone's name. I took a. Well, how would you describe it? Come on to bowl number 10 and number 11 in the bay.
What do you mean?
And like getting rid of bunnies basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that, and I did it in Amsterdam. And turned around to the captain to celebrate, and he's like, "I know you got an out, but I cannot possibly celebrate with you after a ball like that." Like, you know what? Fair enough. And just walked up to everyone else and started celebrating with them. So,
Yeah, but we've all done that. I've taken some wickets on some absolute shockers of. Do you remember when we did the 100 celebration? And I bowled that rank because I didn't bowl pace at the time.
Yeah.
I bowled that absolute rank half track off spin that didn't spin, and he took if he'd made contact with it,
Yeah.
it was ending up in a different postcode.
Yeah.
But he'd gone through the shot, realised he'd missed it, turned, started walking back, and was halfway back to the changing room before it hit the stumps. It was that slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't feel like celebrating that one either. That was like a yay, yay.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other one was Dubai, which again that was I had to pay for that. But
I bet you fucking did.
The chairman, like the cricket club, who's obviously a student, he was from not Dubai but somewhere in the UAE. So he sort of knew
The Arabs.
yeah, but he knew.
And I know I've just made myself sound very racist, but I was going for Sheikh, and for some reason Sheikh didn't come out. It is Sheikh, isn't it? Who's in charge?
Sheikh.
Yeah. I fucked that up.
He sort of knew the area, but also knew how to get some good deals. So that actually wasn't. That was a week.
This is your company car. It's a Lamborghini.
That was a week. But that wasn't.
Could you imagine if we did a tour?
I think the club years and years ago did, but it was like somewhere like Wales or Cornwall or something.
Yeah, but could you imagine the absolute fucking carnage?
It was Ireland, I think, maybe.
Ireland?
I think so.
Could you imagine the absolute fucking car crash that would be?
Yeah.
It would be so fun.
There was talk when I lived in Carlisle that they were going to try and organise it, and then the person that said he was going to do it was like, "Well, I'd like to do it, but I'm not turning up and fielding for 11 people."
Yeah, I suppose it's fun when you're at university. When you've got a job and need to try and book time off work, it's a bit more difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
My best figures came in Dubai, 3 for 20. In about an hour.
I was going to say bollocks.
No, it was about.
The 20s probably.
That's about right. I was also on a hat trick. It was.
No, fuck off. Don't believe it.
Hold on. So,
Tom, I've seen you bowl.
Yeah. I used to be a bit better than I am now.
What? Hang on. You're the only who bowls more and got worse.
Yeah, exactly. How do I put this? In Dubai or in the UAE.
This sounds like an excuse. Can I just say the way you went?
They have one way of playing cricket.
Attacking.
Yeah, they don't die wondering.
Right.
So.
I need to go and find my passport.
My being on a hat trick was some bloke was about 70, long on, and then changed because he's still at this point changed. Other bloke's on about 30, makes his first ball. I assume he's going to play himself in because the other batsman's not even faced ball yet. That's gone straight to long off. So I was on a hat trick. I was like, well, this is about to be the shittiest hat trick in history. And then I bowled a rank leg side wide.
you bowled that and went, yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
And then I think about an over later, I was like, got moved for 6 over cow corner. Next ball, I was like, I think I'm starting to lose it. And next ball's going towards cow corner. I'm like, no, I don't think
It's
that
taking a catch.
I don't think that was actually gone, and yeah, so that was pretty much my.
It's horrible when that happens. That was like, I think I told the story last week, didn't I? When I bowled that bouncer at Hollingbourne. Where did that come from? Fucking anger at the last one going back over my head.
Yeah, so.
I bowled it, and when it went for six, I was like, I'm fucking taking myself off at the end of this over. This is bollocks. Oh, well, talking of tours. Oh, you dick.
Oh.
I had a really good segue then, and you just fucked it. I don't want to do it now. Speaking of tours.
Anyway, those are the 3 cricket tours I did at university. Carry on, Sam.
No, I don't want it now. Fuck you, I'm talking. I don't want to do this podcast with you anymore. Right. Speaking of tours, for the 3rd fucking time, England go on tour to Pakistan.
Oh, that is a good segue.
Thank you. Squad, interesting. Stokes is back. Zach's back. Zach attack. Yeah. Cars back. Ahmed back. Jack Leach is back.
Well, you will need spinners out there, won't you?
Yeah. Also got the Shoaib Bashir. Jordan Cox is still in squad. What
are you about to say then? Were you going to say the other one? Is it like the other one from Somerset or something?
No, I was going to say the tall one.
Oh.
I couldn't remember his name. It's basically the same squad that's just played Sri Lanka with a few more spinners, and obviously they can pick a few more players to go out there. Jordan Cox still in there. Dan Lawrence has been dropped, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Dan Lawrence has been dropped.
Jordan Cox in the test squad?
Yes.
Oh.
That sounds so surprised, mate. I know you don't like him because he left Kent.
No, but he hasn't really been in there, has he? He's been in the sort of one-day squad.
No, he was. Yeah, he was in for the. He was a spare batsman, wasn't he, for Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka.
Oh yeah, was he not called up late though?
Yeah, no, he was called up for Zach Crawley, with Dan Lawrence, and so. Yeah. Jamie Smith carrying on behind the stumps, and then Ollie Stone, Bryden Cast, Matt Potts, Ben Stokes, and Gus Atkinson make up your bowlers or your pace bowlers.
And it is going to be on TV.
Yes, that was weird. That only got announced. So it's Wednesday now. The test starts on Monday, and it was only announced today that Sky Sports have managed to get themselves the rights.
Yeah, I was sort of talking at work about this. We can't work out, is Sky running out of money, or do they not really want to go on the tour to Pakistan?
Well, they don't. Sky don't.
Money for going to the cricket, not money generally.
No, but Sky don't usually do the away tours, do they? They didn't do.
So maybe they usually do
TNT.
It somewhat. Okay.
No, it's TNT have the Ashes for next year, don't they? Because it's an away tour. TNT had. Where did we go last year? India.
Yeah.
TNT had India. TNT normally get the away ones.
Oh.
And I wonder if it's not so much a case of Sky running out of money, but of BT or TNT or whatever they're called gone. Oh, fuck me, we can't afford.
Yeah. It's a lot of tours as well, isn't it? They might have
Well,
thought like, oh good, we've got all the away tours. And like, oh god, they've got another one coming out.
It's Pakistan and...
West Indies?
No, just done that. South Africa.
Well, we just played the West Indies, we haven't done...
Yeah, we've just done we've done West Indies and Sri Lanka in the summer.
Yeah, as in we played them. They've not been there.
No, but you don't normally go back straight away, do you?
No.
So I think it's Pakistan and South Africa this winter. It's a lot of people you've got to buy a hotel room for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's weird. And they've got the whole tour, haven't they? They've not just got the first test.
It's only 3 games, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
5 game one, but yeah, we've got the whole tour.
It starts on Monday.
Yeah. So
and Pakistan, it's probably a good time to start to play Pakistan because they're having to have a bit of a shifty round, aren't they? Because Babar Azam has decided. What does that mean, Babar Azam? Who do I mean?
Captain.
Yeah.
Batsman.
I do mean Bab. Do I mean Babar Azam?
Pakistan captain.
Hang on. Do I mean Bab? Well, this isn't going to help because he's just stepped down again. I'm sure he's Babar Azam. Oh, got that one. Yeah, Babar Azam has just stepped down as captain again, 6 months after being offered the job again.
Oh, right.
I think that's more for the one day. I think it's Shan Mahmood is the test captain, but yeah, he stepped down as captain.
I can see that being a competitive.
It's probably the most competitive. I know we've spoken about Bazball and how it's amazing. and you are an idiot and don't agree, it is probably the most competitive. It's more competitive than Sri Lanka and we could be more competitive than the West Indies, but it's going to be more competitive than that.
It's more like playing them away, isn't it? In their sort of
so it's if am I right in thinking it's not in Pakistan, is it? It's in the
first one's in Malton, which I think is Pakistan. Oh, is that Sri Lanka?
is it or is it Karat? I'm doing it. For some reason, I thought it was in the UAE.
No, Malton's not UAE. It might be Sri Lanka.
We can buy tickets if you want.
Yeah, Malton's Pakistan.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, is it in? Oh, yeah, no, that's the Pakistan tour of England.
First one's in. The first two are in Malton, and then the third one is in Rawalpindi, which I'm pretty sure is Pakistan as well.
Yeah, no, they all live. So no, for some reason I thought it was in the UAE. You know, with everything that's kind of going on.
Yeah.
100% sure I want to be flying over certain countries to get to there, do you?
No. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I would imagine Zach will go back into the side. Obviously,
he's on. They say he's on course to be fit for the first test, don't they?
Mm.
Zach Crawley is completely fit, ready.
I think he was. Well, actually, I saw him at Kent. He was one of the few times I see him at Kent is when he's getting ready for the last day of the season. They go out and have a bit of a booze up, and some of the only times I see him.
But yeah, no,
I don't see him at that point as you see him before he's when he's getting ready. But yeah,
hang on, what?
Because he lives around the ground.
Yep, no, but you was watching him get ready.
Oh, he was getting ready in the ground.
Yep.
There was a game going on, but he wasn't playing. Just carry on.
Yes, Stokes is fit. He'll obviously come back in.
Yeah.
They're going to go 2 spinners.
Probably, yeah.
Bashir and
Leach.
Or Bashir and Ahmed. Ahmed being left leg spinner.
Yeah, maybe. And obviously Joe Root will bowl a bit as well.
Yep. Well, I say yes, maybe that will. Well, Pakistan are going to come at attack. It's probably got Harris Ralph, Shaheen Shah Afridi. Who's the other quick one they've got?
They're not a bad side, are they?
No, they're a decent side. Now that the how do I put this without getting myself in trouble? The questionable politics regarding the Pakistan cricket team have sort of been erased. Hopefully that we'll start seeing an actual decent team out of them. Harry Brook and Jamie Smith. I think the batting is pretty much nailed on, isn't it?
I would assume Zach will go straight back in. He might not, I suppose.
Who?
Crawley.
Well, they haven't really picked anyone else, have they? Jordan Cox.
Yeah.
There's no one else in unless it's Harry Brook or Ben Stokes.
Unless they just say, I want to be this way. I'm still here. Unless they like rotate him out is what I mean. Like, because they're talking about all this rotation of the bowlers, they might play him in the first test and the third, but rest him for the second.
Yeah, but it's not the thing that when I've said it before. The thing that works well for Zach Crawley is his connection or relationship with Ben Duckett, and Ben Duckett's not getting dropped at the moment. No, he's on fire. I watch. Did you watch any of the one day series against Australia?
Really. I tried to. It rained.
Well, yeah. Bloody Bristol. Gonna get that on a t-shirt. Just bloody Bristol. What was I going to say?
About the one day series.
Yeah, Bryden Cass. I think he was in with a shout.
Did he not have quite a long?
No, I did some research into that after being surprised at him playing. It was a 3-month ban with 6 weeks of it retrospective. So it was a 6-week ban. He's played quite a bit of the season. Okay. Took some very, very nice wickets in the one day series. Have you now broken your mic? You have, haven't you?
It's fine. Oh, maybe not.
Tom's broken his microphone, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just go up.
Yeah, we got like that. It's probably going to be, I'd suspect, Bryden Cass, Gus Atkinson.
Because they talk about like having a similar-ish sort of pool of players for the one days and I think they go straight into the West Indies one days.
I believe so, with the exception, I think Butler is back potentially, and obviously you got the. Well, no, actually, I don't think they've announced the West Indies squad because I read somewhere, I think it was BBC Sport, they were talking about what the changes are going to be because it's the West Indies is the first one under Brendan McCullum,
Yeah.
which means that'll be in January because he takes the job in January.
Oh, right. Okay.
So maybe it's not straight into, but like the questions regarding what do you do with Liam Livingstone?
Yeah.
Is Phil Salt going to stay in? Which I read that and thought, mate, that's harsh because he carried our hopes in that World Cup. The last two World Cups have basically been very much reliant on Phil Salt and Harry Brook. And Phil Salt is going through a bit of a rough time, and we're going, ship him out and get him Will Jacks. Put Will Jacks opening, who's done fuck all.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be interesting to see what the squad's like. But like we were sort of saying, I sent you the voice note. Like from the end of the English summer, obviously it rained a lot.
Yeah.
To the start of this series, like it's only a couple of weeks. They haven't had much time off. You can't keep picking. They're talking about having like this pool of and like merging the test squad and the one-day squad. But you can't like.
You can't run them into the ground.
Well, yeah, and there needs to be. It's fair enough for them to play in the summer, and because they're England players, it's fair enough for them to play in the winter. But there needs to be some element of a gap there somewhere.
Well, this summer I think has been an exception as well in that what would have been the final one-day game was the latest game that has ever been played in an English summer.
That was very late, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was bordering on October. What was it, Sunday? Sunday. So that October. October. No, September 2030th.
So not many of the people that played in that will play in the.
No, I imagine Cast will probably. The batsman, you might see Harry Brook.
Joe Root, did he play?
Joe Root didn't play. Harry Brook did. Cast did. Jamie Smith did. Fuck me, mate. Are we boring you tonight?
I was really tired.
You work too hard. Something you've never ever been accused of before.
I'm glad someone notices.
Right, do you want to have a rant? Because otherwise, I'm now getting worried you're going to fall asleep on the pod.
Yeah. So I told you about this on Friday.
We need to get a thing that I can set up, like a. It's Reevy's rant. It's Reevy's rant.
Have you got one? A rant?
No, I haven't. I've been a lovely, chilled, calm person. Why'd you look at me like that? Is it that hard to believe that I might have mellowed in my mid to early age?
Not quite middle age, that's a bit early, but.
I've abused my body a bit. I am probably at middle age. I've not been kind to myself, let's put it that way. I think if I make it to 62, I've done well.
Yeah.
I've managed to reverse some fucking damage done.
Yeah, so mine's around swimming. So I've started trying to go swimming. I'm off work on Fridays because of what I do, and so I tried to go Friday mornings, which I thought would be good because it's a weekday, so it's not going to be that busy. What I didn't account for is
Retirees,
and the fact that you're then going to get school kids in there because it's a school day. So yeah, last week it's not been too bad up till last week. I'm booking these slots a minute, and I need to figure out what I'm doing now. It's just the slot I get. It's like a 3-hour slot. It's just like
you don't swim for 3. I refuse to believe. I've seen you knackered running after one ball.
I probably do. I get there and I'm like, I paid for 3 hours, but you know the session started at 9. It's now 10. I can do 2. I can do the 2 and then I'm sort of there at 1 end.
It's just like when you go for when you go, I want to lose some weight. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to do a kilometre, and then you go, yeah, that's true. That'll do.
Yeah, exactly. It's that sort of thing. So I probably did around, not quite an hour and a half, but like around that.
So you did 90 minutes out of your 3 hours. Okay.
And
how many of them were you actually swimming for, or how many of them were you at the edge of the pool going?
Maybe not quite half an hour. Maybe half an hour.
So we're down to less than an hour of actual swimming.
All right, bloody hell, I'm sorry for trying to exercise.
I'm not saying that about it. We're getting a base marker. I'll get you a chart. We'll put your chart up here and we can track you.
But then even if I did it for the 3 hours, I'd still have to stop.
No.
Well,
Have you not seen the marathon swimmers? They don't stop, do they? Have you not watched the Iron Man events? They don't stop.
Yeah,
And once they finish swimming, they get out and get on a bike.
they don't pay for the privilege of it, do they?
No, they probably get paid to do it.
Yeah, so I pay to do it, so I'm not doing it that way.
Yeah, but I thought that would be more motivation. You're a tight ass. You're tighter than a nun, so mate, you must be like. It must kill you to get out of that pool early. I've still got 40 fucking minutes.
It's a bit annoying, but then basically on last week I got to the point where I was like, this is infuriating me too much. I'm getting up and I'm leaving. I've had enough.
I'm sorry. You have never sounded more like a Karen. Nope, that's it. I'm leaving.
But so basically, what happened was I got in and
It's a good start.
No,
It's not very good swimming alongside the pool, is it? It's going to hurt your stomach.
Well, hold on, let's see if we're going to be that pedantic.
You
about
parked.
it. I parked, I got changed, then I went in the pool. Anyway, so what I quickly noticed was there was one massive lane, and then there was like a little middle lane, but it was really sort of narrow, and then there was sort of like the far lane, and I started off in the massive lane, and then I realised
That's not a lane, that's just the free swim area.
No, if there's a lane that big, it's probably for something. And then all of a sudden I heard all these like screaming kids coming into the swimming pool. I was like, oh right, it's for a lesson. It's probably about. This was at about I don't know, say 10:15. So probably the lesson starts at 10:30.
I love how you're describing this like an alibi. I'm just waiting for you to go, Your Honour.
So swam in there for a bit, but then I thought, well, I'll go into that narrow one because I think that's probably for like the quicker people out of the. I'm not.
Bit of Michael Phelps over here.
It's not a flex because the other people. We'll get on to the other people in a minute. It's not a flex to say that I'm quicker than the other people in the pool. And then unfortunately, the other people had this idea, and it's big enough for one person, but you can have two people in it, like either end, and you just sort of have to navigate your way past each other.
Just sort of like, yeah.
But it was very tight. But there were two people in there, so I thought, well.
Have we gone back to this Indian man in the stadium again, just trying to put his hands on you as you go past? Get off.
So I had to. Basically, that was out of the question. Obviously, I wasn't going to swim with the school kids because that would raise several concerns. So that was me stuck.
Especially if they would have beaten you. Fucking hell, can you imagine that?
Beating up some kid. I wanted to beat you in that race.
I'm sorry, where the fuck was that?
You just said about beating them in the race, never mind.
Yeah, but you beating them in a race. They beat you in a race. You didn't beat them up, did you? Fucking rock bottom a minute to the water.
So then I ended up in the other lane, which was with the retirees and the husband and wife that had a combined age of about 190. It was painful is the word I would use to describe it. So I sort of started swimming, but it was difficult because they were kind of like doing the whole just sort of almost like, you know, when you're on holiday and you've got like one of those drinks and you sort of just chilled out and the drink's in there and you kind of just chilled out like that.
In a sun lounge, on a sun.
Yeah, sun lounger type thing.
You can't swim on a sun lounger.
No, but they were kind of just sort of drifting back and forth like that.
Mate, they might have been trying. If you're saying that they had a combined age of 180,
but
are you sure they weren't dead? Because they shouldn't have been floating.
Well, their eyes were open. They weren't dead.
Have you seen Titanic? I'm pretty sure Jack's eyes are open at the end as well, but that might have been something to do with the ice.
So I tried to sort of navigate my way around them, but it was becoming increasingly difficult because there was another old man as well. So there was this husband and wife, and then them. And they're just basically acting like they own the pool, and you're sort of trying to swim around them, and you're getting to a point where you're kind of like, right, I can swim the first half, like in the middle, so get there. But then if I keep going like that, bloody Margaret's in the way, so I'm going to have to go round her. And then what I realised was, like, as I got halfway down, was like one of the other ones would just start drifting into the area that I was about to sort of go into. So I was like, well, now I'm just completely blocked. So I was basically stopping halfway through a length just to sort of navigate my way around them. Like, I'm just basically walking round them because you couldn't swim round them at this point because they hadn't left any room for anyone to swim, which is a bit weird in a swimming pool. Yeah, and also they were doing the thing where you know, sort of drifting back and forth. And I suppose the lifeguards probably can't be bothered, but I mean, it does say at both ends, please swim in an anti-clockwise or a clockwise direction. So it even gives you like instructions on.
Yeah, I've seen them with the arrow that goes all the way around.
So they're like not doing that, and then as soon as they just made it such a nightmare to try and get from what it was like, it was so much like brain power to like think how I'm going to get to the other end of the pool. In the end, I was just like, I was going to do another 20 minutes, but I really can't be bothered. It's going to take me 20 minutes to get up the other end. So yeah, old people in swimming pools can just follow like the rules that are out.
You're such a stickler for the rules, aren't you?
Like, only because I was the one that couldn't.
You was the one inconvenienced by it. Oh, for fuck. Tom is now going to drive home at 29 miles an hour because he's a stickler for the rules.
No, but if it was really...
If it was quiet, I can understand. But if there's other people, it's those...
I wasn't going to go outside. I have been up till last week. I have been going outside because it kind of... The weather's justified it.
Oh, was there an outside? I thought you were... Sorry, I thought you were swimming by the window. Just... All right.
No, the outside pool. But the weather's kind of justified it enough and it's quieter, so that was fine. But I can't be in the middle of winter just like...
Where do you go that's got an outside pool?
Just into town.
I didn't know it had an outside pool.
It's a really popular one.
What, my town or your town?
My town.
My town. Yeah, what?
It's
Where?
a really popular one. At the back. Well, not at the back, actually, really. It's kind of out there. You sort of come in. It's on the right-hand side.
Into where?
You come into the swimming pool.
No, I'm talking about into town, you dick.
Oh.
Into the main bit where all of you come off the motorway and you do that.
Yeah.
And you have to follow it round the train station and shit.
It's far. I think like you probably don't really go into town that much, do you? I think what's near. It's near the back. Car park. It's near.
Fucking God help me.
The back of the Sun. Do you know what the Sun is?
What's the Sun?
One of the pubs in town. You don't know what the Sun is.
Where is it compared to the train station?
So you would go to the bottom of...
Where the Tesco's is?
Yeah, okay. You kind of follow it around, go past Ask. Have you done that?
Past what?
Ask? The restaurant that's on like the corner just to go past Tesco's.
Yeah, I'll take you. Yeah. So I'm now going down towards the brewery.
Yeah. And then you sort of...
Turn left
and down the hill.
Yeah. That left is ridiculously tight, isn't it?
And then you sort of follow it round.
Brewery either side of you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morrison's. So you know where Morrison's is?
Yeah, I think that was anywhere. I thought it closed.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, you know where the Morrison's was. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, was it there?
And it's kind of on the car parks on the left. Yeah.
I now feel like I've been to that swimming pool. I'm sure me and my cousin used to go there because he lives in Faversham or lived in Faversham.
You probably would have done.
Probably. Swims? What's it called?
It's called something like Swims, yeah.
I feel like that podcast was a really strong start and then we tailed off at the end.
And in the middle.
And in the middle. It's a good 10 seconds, wasn't it? We're getting better.
Yeah.
Shall we call this a pod before?
Yeah.
Oh no, actually we've got to do the social media.
You can clip that bit as well.
Clip what bit?
It was a good 10 seconds.
The story of my life. Right, we're going to hammer this home now, but we now have a Patreon. Tom, what's a Patreon?
What we have. So people can like sponsor us, give us money. Give us money, please.
I feel like all the times I do this because I know full well you haven't got a fucking clue what I'm talking about, do you? Right, so on our Patreon, which is
it's like
www. I haven't done www.
It's like sponsorship, isn't it?
Essentially, it's giving us money every month, and then subscription. Let's go for subscription. It sounds less beggy. Beggy, not Peggy. Just in case that's what the look on your face said. Why would I be Peggy?
If it was going to be a mixture, it'd have to be Grant.
It's not where my brain went. It's not where my brain went for Peggy.
Out of my pub.
No, still not there. Right. We are from the patreon.com/from the boundary podcast. It is £5 a month at the moment, and that gets you early access to these. These come out on a Monday to the public, but they will come out on a Saturday. Is that what we agreed?
Yeah.
Saturday. For that, we're going to do discount on merch when we do merch. Keep your eye out for bloody Bristol tops. I reckon that's probably a winner, isn't it? Bloody Bristol. And then we will.
Actually, I don't. Yes, but I don't know. I can't be sharing those on socials.
You can.
Well, I can, but I'll get quite a lot of feedback from people that I haven't necessarily fallen out with. But
yeah, but if they're interested in buying it, don't worry about it. Bloody Bristol. Right. What was we saying?
So you've done the Patreon.
No, so so the rest of the stuff that's on the phone, we get priority messaging, and we've got the specials, which we keep going on about, but they are coming. We've got 2 in December, although only one of them's booked in at the moment.
Oh right.
So we've got the big fat cricket. Yeah, we've got 2 coming out in December. One of them we're ready to record, ish. The other one we need to get a date in, but they're going to have the big fat cricket quiz of the year, which has got no relation to the Channel 4 TV show, and we do not want to get ourselves in trouble for that one. Although the format is slightly similar.
Other TV shows are available.
Like The Chase. Yep.
Let's stop naming them all.
Just want to see you try and edit these out so you're not in trouble.
Trying not to get in trouble while getting yourself in trouble.
No, I'm trying to get us in trouble. I'm trying to see you get us out of it.
Yeah,
and we're also going to do the From the Boundary Christmas party, which will involve Secret Santa.
I didn't really know that. Okay.
Well, it's going to be interesting between the 2 of us, isn't it? Oh, I wonder who got me this one. It's too me. Should we put out? What we should do live on the podcast is put our names in the hat and see if we pull out each other. I've got. Oh shit! I've got myself.
I've got me. So yeah.
We'll set a budget limit.
Yeah.
I'll go mad. But they will be coming out in December. Dates TBC. So we're not just going to beg for your money. We are going to work for it. There are going to be extras. As I said, discount on merch, things like that. We are also on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and X.
Oh yeah, before you do that, just next week we are going to do our end of season.
I was coming to that.
Oh sorry, I didn't.
I was coming to that. No, because that's not going on Patreon. That's a proper episode. You've ruined it now.
Ignore me.
Yeah, we're going to have to edit that out, aren't I? I actually have to do some work this week and fucking edit this episode because you keep ballsing it up.
I thought you'd forgotten.
No, I hadn't. It was my idea.
I know it was your idea, but I thought you'd forgotten.
No.
Oh.
You shush. You just sit there, shush. Did you see the name of last episode's podcast?
I don't think so. No.
It's not bullying if you get paid.
Oh, all right.
Just because I thought I was a bit harsh to you in the first 20 minutes.
At the minute, it is bullying.
Yeah, we haven't. I text you about the payment and no one fucking answered. So I'm just.
No, I'm not saying from you. I'm just saying until I get paid.
Right. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, From the Boundary Pod. Patreon is From the Boundary Podcast. Where are you going? We also have an email address, which is fromtheboundarypod@gmail.com. As Tom has just alluded to and didn't completely step on my fucking dick to talk about, next week is going to be the From the Boundary end of cricket season awards. Get off your phone.
I was going to get up your message.
No, because I don't want. No, they're a surprise.
Oh, okay.
We have. I think it's Amy. How many categories is
Yeah,
it?
exactly. 1,
There's
2,
7
3,
categories.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7.
So there are 7 categories that we will be. We're going to. It's basically like Oscar season, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got yourself stuck, haven't you? It's basically going to be Oscar season. So next week is going to be a bit more of a different episode because there won't be the rants or that. It is purely going to be live from. Oh, I nearly gave me address then. Live from Kent. The From the Boundary award show. So if that's not a reason to get Patreon and watch that 2 days early, we're both going to be in suits.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm serious. It's Oscar season. Imagine we're like, who's hosted the Oscars? Like Ricky Gervais.
Okay.
We are the Ricky Gervais of Kent.
I do need to wear that suit for another wedding next year, so.
Make sure it still fits. I'm not going to ruin it, am I? No, I'm going to put my suit on. Might put my
I've got to
top.
get up here, to be fair.
Well, you might ruin it yourself.
Might ruin it, yeah.
To be fair, you only need to put top half on. No one can see your bottoms. You sit there in your pants weekend.
I've got to drive. I've got to drive back afterwards.
I haven't. I can just put my suit top on and just sat there like, yep, happy days.
That's very Football Manager vibes, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're trying to project that we're a professional podcast. I think that's a podcast. I think we've really tailed off a bit now. Yeah.
We have been from the boundary. That was about as clumsy and clunky as we've been for the past half hour.
Fucking hell.
We have been from the boundary. I am Tom, and this is my co-host Sam.
Who's about to have a nervous breakdown trying to fucking edit this.
That's a wrap.
Bye, Felicia.
Ciao.